Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. You're watching Nub's Collection, a YouTube series dedicated to the cataloging and review of every game in my physical media collection. As always, I am your host, Victory Nub, and today we're going to be taking a look at Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Developed by Iguana Entertainment, published by Acclaim Entertainment, and released worldwide on December 10th of 1998. Turok 2 is the sequel to Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and finds players assuming the role of Joshua Fireseed. As the mantle of Turok is passed down every generation to the eldest male of the family, Joshua is a distant descendant of Tal'Set, the original Turok and protagonist of the first game. Our hero must join forces with an alien named Adon as they do battle against the Primagen, an evil entity that possesses enough power to destroy the known universe. Development on Turok 2 began before the official launch of Turok 1, with an initial staff of 18 people working on levels and enemy designs before going into full production. As the game ran on an optimized version of the original game's engine, the development team leveraged their experience working on Turok 1 to produce more complex levels, improve the lighting and shadows, and reduce the amount of fogging necessary to obscure loading assets. The complexity of the graphical assets was supplemented in two very important ways. First, Iguana shipped the game on a 32 megabyte cartridge, which was the largest cart ever used for an N64 game, at the time of release at least. And the game's release was delayed twice because that amount of space proved insufficient without some last-minute tweaks. Second, Turok 2 was one of the few games that took advantage of the expansion pack, allowing players to upgrade the video resolution from 320 by 240 to a blistering 480 by 360i, and even unlocked a letterbox mode. Keep in mind, I stands for interlaced, meaning that it's two different frames of video image that shows up on the screen, and that is why we're going to see a little bit of judder in the video feed today, because it is running in the high-res mode. While Turok 1 made extensive use of motion capture for player and enemy movement, the sequel did not use motion capture, as the game features no enemy humans, and developers wanted to avoid making enemies that looked like they were a person in a rubber lizard costume. The game rather famously includes the popular cerebral bore weapon, a rather gory projectile weapon that was inspired by the Sentinels from the 1979 horror film Phantasm. Turok 2 was a commercial success, selling 1.4 million copies, but falling just short of the sales numbers for the original game at 1.5 million copies sold. Critically, the game was lauded for the impressive graphical flair, complex level designs, improved enemy AI, and fun arsenal of weapons, but critics were disappointed in the still abundant use of distance fog and relatively low frame rate, even in an otherwise stable gameplay segment. If the frame rate chug is too off-putting for you, Night Dive Studios released a remaster of Turok 2 in 2017 for Windows, with additional ports for the Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 following shortly thereafter. All versions benefited from enhanced graphics, improved AI, and a quick warp option, as well as a new mode for the multiplayer portion of the game. And not to be relegated to 8-year-old consoles, Night Dive is also working on another remaster to be released on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles in the near future. That's all the notes that I had. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, now, we had mentioned up top that the game runs with an expansion pack. If you do have it, it is already turned on. I have come to the realization now that if you use the expansion pack mode with the Polymega, it does cause this little bit of judderiness to the screen. What that is it does activate interlaced mode. And what interlaced mode is, with older CRT televisions, when you did higher resolution images, what it did was it would layer the image in two different sets of frames that kind of sat on top of each other. And unfortunately, with modern technology, that mode just makes the screen look like it's shaking. And that is what we're looking at here. So I do apologize in advance. There's not a whole lot I could do other than just turn on low res. And I thought, nah, we shouldn't do that. All right, let's do... Yes, I saw that the brightness just turned up. Let's do it on easy because I'm a coward. The two control types, I did a little bit of testing beforehand to see what the difference was. Basically, it's a difference between having the thumbstick do all the looking, turning your character left and right, looking up and down, and having the C buttons handle all the movement, forward and backward, strafing left and strafing right. Arcade, which is the other option, it puts movement and turning on the thumbstick, and it puts strafing and looking up and down on the C buttons, and I think that's what we're going to go with here. Control side, we'll leave it as right. That's fine. Look spring. We'll leave... Well... Problem is, if there's an enemy high or low, that's going to be a problem to hit. We'll turn it off. Auto aim I want on because, unfortunately, one of the things that made first-person shooters, at least on these early console attempts, a little bit harder is they lack that aim magnetism or that kind of draw or slow of the reticle when you would sweep over a target you're supposed to shoot. And it does, whether you realize it subconsciously or not, when you're playing on a console, it does make first-person shooters a little bit harder. I'm not done. Let me go back to the... God, the game really doesn't let you talk at all. All right, so everything was good there. Opacity, that's fine. Control stick. Oh, this is so you can invert it. Morons. Anyone who does that should be smacked. Yeah, I said it. Come at me. Leave that at normal. No tweaks for the audio there, but of course, if you come in here... Oh, there's no setting for stereo. I can't do my thing. All right, let's get it started. This game is Rumble Pack compatible. I have an original Rumble Pack. I went digging around on my controllers the other day to see if I could find one, and I did find one. I definitely needed to clean it out beforehand because there were some batteries in there that had corroded, and they had started eating the contacts. I'm hoping this works. I cleaned it very well with some alcohol to try to get all the crud out of there, and then slapped in a couple of batteries to see if I could get a Rumble Pack working with the Polymega, because the one that I had bought was third party and it was not working right. So let's see if that makes a difference. I gotta be honest, if they hand animated all of the movements for the characters, I am impressed by everything that I've seen, even in the demo video. It looks very smooth.
Greetings, Turok. I am Adon. The elders of the Lost Land, known as the Lazarus Concordance, have charged me with the task of guiding you on your quest to stop the Primagen. The Primagen seeks to destroy the 5 energy totems that keep him imprisoned within the wreckage of his light.
He's a big ant.
If he succeeds in destroying all 5 energy totems, he will be freed, and the blast wave of temporal energy unleashed will destroy your universe. You must stop the Primagen, Turok. Protect the energy totems at all costs.
So do they not have full shirts in space?
Additional mission objectives as you venture deeper into each of the worlds that you must explore.
She had just enough fabric to cover both boobs.
This once peaceful coastal village has been utterly destroyed by the Dinozoid army under the Primagen.
Dinozoid. They're part dinosaur, part zoids.
The battle wages on as stragglers are hunted down ruthlessly. The Dinozoids are genetically engineered dinosaur hybrids. They are utterly evil and very
with no
dangerous.
genitals whatsoever.
Though they do the Primagen's bidding, the Dinozoids have a more sinister and personal agenda of their own: to see humankind wiped from the face of the earth.
Like calling them something as stupid as Dinozoids.
Activate 3 distress beacons.
Okay.
Rescue 4 children.
She can't believe they're called Dinozoids either.
Activate the warp portals. Locate the energy totem and defend it at all costs.
I bet I fail. Oh, okay, we're there. That was fast. Okay, well, let's go. The music is getting intense. Hup. Yup. Yeah, right before we started the video today, I said I have to find out what the controls play like before we start, because if I don't know, I feel like I'm going to waste like 5 minutes trying to figure them out. All right, we don't have a power cell to do that. Yep. There is no mantling. Important detail. No, we're going to have to jump from here. All right, here we go, and yep, we got it. Come on, I'm the best, baby. Arrows. Which, did I pick them up or not? What the hell? Come on, game. Do I have arrows? Oh, I have a bow right there. So maybe I can't pick up more than 20? That's stupid. Yeah! I fell through the box. I'm in the box now. Take 2. Yep. All right, we got it. Yeah, that won't let me take him. Unless there's a button I'm supposed to hit to interact. Oh, hello. Kind of like that. There we go. Yeah, you can only carry 20. That's a choice they made. Bang it. I think that's how you gotta advance, because you can't do anything here, right? And there's stuff down that... Why didn't I do that, damn it? I ran out of my arrows before we even get started. Okay, let's turn that off for now. That's one of the things that they were always very good about in the first game, and thankfully they included that in this one as well, which is you can absolutely turn on a map while you're playing, a wireframe map that follows what you're doing in real time, which is just chef's kiss. I love that. Let's, before we do something stupid that I can't recover from. Nope, come on, save state. There we go. Jump in the water. And take a look around. I see stuff. There's a reason why you do this. See that? I got a thing! I don't know what the hell these are good for, but I got it. Game can't take that away from me. See another one down there. What are you? Oh, is that an arrow? Is that a shot? Oh, nice. So you can recover the arrows. Funny, I just wrapped up a look at another series that'll be going up on Nubs RPG Wednesday in the near future, where you had a bow and you could shoot arrows, but you couldn't recover the arrows even if they missed the target, which was kind of a bummer. This is really compelling gameplay, right? What if these are important? What if they're like extra lives, or they give you a really cool weapon? And then aren't I going to feel like an idiot for not picking them all up? What's in the boat? Is there anything in the boat? There's nothing in the boat. All right, go up. Up! All right, one thing I'm going to have to fix right away. I have to fix this. God damn it. No, because that's not the thumbstick. Damn it! Oh, I know what this is doing. I can't go backwards, apparently. Oh, there we go. There we go. So what that's doing is it's controlling the sensitivity, not reversing it. Okay, they get credit for doing that because it means you can make your thumbstick, or, well, yeah, your thumbsticks look a little bit faster if you really want it to snap. What I don't like, and boy, it just drives me nuts that they don't want to fix this in games this early on. The look up and down are reversed. They inverted the vertical. I hate that. I hate it! I hate it so much! Alright. Calm down, Turok. Alright, how do I get to that? Probably don't for a while. Up. Get up! Alright, found the power cells, I'm sure. Yep. We needed to use on that thing, which maybe we should go back and do, but I also think I have to go get the pistol. Found whatever that is. Let's save before we try the jump. In case I can't get back. I think I can get back just fine. Aha! What does this do for me? Takes me to a room. Up, up, up. Sweet, I got 51 diamonds. I don't know what they're good for, but I got them. Up. Hit him harder next time, you dummy. Come on. Oh, right through the knee. He used to be an adventurer just like me, and then I shot him in the knee. Alright, so we found it. We found the Triforce. Screw you, Link. It was this easy all along. Well, I found the key for level 2. I haven't made it, but maybe 5 seconds into level 1. But yeah, cool. I got the key for the second level. Oh, I can see it on the other side. Oh, okay. Who wants to die first? No, no, I can't. Oh, God, this is tough. Got him. Got him through the face! Oh. The other arrows that I fired. I have another weapon, don't I? I have whatever this is. Oh, flare gun? No, let's not do that. Oh, dumbass. Bang. There I go, hitting the wrong button over and over. Grab the arrow, dummy. Alright, so what was on the upper platforms? Nothing? Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's something over there. More diamonds! Hooray! Watch, there. It's just going to be extra lives. I don't know if there is a crouch button. I don't even know what it would be at this point. I feel like I've hit all the buttons. And there's my handgun. Someone just threw something. Very nice lighting in this one. They clearly had a goal for making this game one of the most visually stunning games that you were going to play on the console, and they really succeeded. Owie! Was there a ladder? I didn't see. Just a door. All right, well, let's open the door. No, open. Open the door. Why isn't this opening? All right, you son of a bitch. You want some? That'd help if I was lined up with him. Yeah, I got him in the fucking head. Wait a minute. Wait, is that it right there? God. No. That ain't working. And unfortunately, this isn't intuitive at all. Just wasting ammo at this point. Maybe I gotta go in the water? Well, if I have to go in the water, I'm about to find out. Safely. There's health. And a box of bullets. I'm sure they're going to be perfectly usable. No problem whatsoever. Oh, we're so close to 100. Rolling in cash in a minute here. Alright, so you don't have to hit a button. I know I've been fussing about that, but... Sit down! Stop thrashing. That is one of the hallmarks of Turok, is that they make the enemies thrash around like idiots whenever you shoot them. Alright. Down. Up. Did I get any of these green explodey bits from the guy that I killed? Of course not. I don't know what that did for me. It activated an old rope swing, so I can go swinging. A flashlight.
Flashlight.
Flashlight. Turok, you're too dumb to understand these things. I'll have to explain to you. It acts as a torch for you. Portable turn on and off switch. If I'm not mistaken, Joshua Fireseed is like 150 or so years removed from the original Turok, Tal'Set, so shoot him in the knees! Oh, damn. Down you go. Okay, careful. Let's not go in the pit. If you don't shut the hell up, I'm gonna smack you. That's so mean. I don't know if that's supposed to be something wrong with the lighting in the room or the game's just flaking out. Oh no, that was the flashlight. I heard the kid say, Turok, help! How does the kid even know who I am? I just teleported to this universe from out of nowhere. Yep! And that's why we save. Alright. Take two. Come on. Make that jump! You son of a bitch. Where? I hear him. So what the hell was I... Open. You gotta shoot it to open it? Is there a... Okay. Is there a thing that I can see? Mission status. Ah, bingo. So they tell you how many kids you've saved and how many distress beacons you activated, which at this point is 0. 0 and 0. And if you don't do those, I don't think you can even leave the area. Fortunately, there is no button to hit that I can see to... You just rub the door. Is this a thing? Is this a ladder? Doesn't look like it. I guess the easy way to find out would be to just go over the edge. Oh, no! Now, what are you doing? Don't touch the stick. Get out of here. Kid, I don't know what to do. I could try shooting it. That's probably a really dumb idea. I can see that it's a platform of some kind. Just want to make sure she knows who's in charge. I'm a monster. I can't help her, so we'll just have to come back. Or leave her ass to die. I don't care. Look, kid, I'm already creeped out that you know who I am. That shouldn't be a thing. Down you go. Stay down. There's gonna be a switch up here somewhere, right? There's no activate button. You just press against stuff to have it open. There you go, kid. I gotta go touch the kid to set them free. Bullets. I didn't need 40. Good lord. Okay, kid, I'm coming. Jesus. Shut up. He's a caring, nurturing Turok. Or we die again. Oh, wait. I don't think I have to take the jump. I think I could just go around, because there was a bridge, right? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Go lay a healing hand on her.
Child rescued.
Thank you, Turok.
Oh, creepy face. Oh, God. I know what happened there. They definitely used, like, some kind of facial scanning tech, because they had it at the point this game came out, and it didn't look good. They found some kid and said, hey, kid, smile like a big idiot and just, like, grin as big as you possibly can, and we're going to face scan you. And the kid was like, cool, I'm going to be in a video game. And then the kid probably saw it when it came out and was like, that's the best you could do? So what the hell? I just went in a big circle, right? Yeah, that didn't help. How am I supposed to go from here? Did I miss something? All right, so that way had the switch, which is already thrown. That way had the enemy I shot, and led to nothing. All right, map time. I am off the map. I have nothing for me to see here. Except for a thing up there. What that's gonna do for me. All right, go this way. And this way. Maybe this wasn't the right way to go to begin with. It was supposed to go here or something.
I am Turok!
That was an extra life. Okay. Can't open this. That's the only words he knows how to say in the entire English language, or any language. He just goes, I am Turok! Hey, Turok, you hungry? What do you want to go grab to eat for lunch? I am Turok! Sandwich again? Jesus. It's like, I am Groot. People have just learned how to, like, interpret him from the 3 words he knows how to say. Alright, I hit the switch there. I did not go through the door. This is how I came in here. So... here? No? Well, they're clearly down below. Maybe I do have to go back for the power cell room. Turn this off. That's not helping any. But I couldn't... I can't go back. Because that was a one-way trip. At least I think it was. Was there another portal here? Can I touch this and... No? Yeah, because I came in... Oh, yeah, you can. There we go. Alright. Good. I remember this game, much like the original Turok. Very big levels. Like, if you're not using a save code, you're probably not making any real progress in this game. Alright, there's got to be a reason for that, right? Oh, come on. Damn. Guess not. Can I jump to it? I shoot my gun by accident. Oh. Turn that down. Alright. Is there a reason to go in there? I don't know. And... Good! Didn't make it. Alright, screw it. We're not bothering. Watch, a kid is gonna be in that tunnel. And I didn't help them. Turok, you're a monster. Save the kid. I don't care about the kid. I am Turok! Alright, we got the power cell.
Distress beacon activated.
Alright, so I had to do that. We did it. Did that help me in any way make progress? Open a door. Did it give me a new path forward? I don't think it did. Nice touch. The camera is pivoting when I'm looking up and down on a ramp to keep my line of sight centered the way that I had it set to begin with. There is a way up there. God damn it. Look. You can see the gun. That's where that other tunnel is. That's annoying. It's not that you're not holding a button. Holding a button doesn't make a difference in that. Well, look down. And... got it.
Pistol.
Thank you for telling me what that is. I couldn't have figured it out without you. Made it. So it's got to be this way. I don't know what I missed back here. Feel like I did everything I could. Alright, can't go that way. Was there something I could do in here that I hadn't done? See a door. Map on. Now we're on the other side of that room. Wireframe's failing. Maybe there? Maybe that's what I was supposed to do, and I hadn't gone this way before. Okay, there we go. Making progress now. Alright, oh, what the... Get out of here. Anyone else? Alright, he's dead. Yeah, aiming is going to be a little finicky simply because I have to just kind of jam on the button and hope it's going to aim for a critical body part. Need a little T in me. Oh god, I hope I didn't just put myself in a corner I can't get out of without hitting the... I didn't. I see him. I see that he just threw a grenade. Well, let's use the bow. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't kill him. Take two. That didn't kill him. Take three. Got him. All right. Yeah, let's not do the bow then. That's not doing it. Put on the pistol. And then there's a second thing of weapons that you can use if you don't like how that one's working out for you. Oh, it's hard to be accurate. It's going to be another one of those games where the audio is really going to start falling out of sync. Just a weird quirk of the emulation that the Polymega offers, I guess. Hard to believe a console that was made 20 years ago would be so hard to emulate, but I didn't make it. Jump! Nope. Jump! Can I do this and maybe... Yeah, I've made it a little bit better. Oh god, little tiny compies! Bullets? Oh, bullets. Secret? No secret. Damn. Shame you can't do any mantling, which is weird. What open? Anything open? Here? Ah, bingo. Alright. Alright, ladder up. Let's see what this leads to. Again, I think my progress in the game was limited mainly because, for whatever reason, I just didn't want to buy a controller pack. It just made no sense to me that I had to pay for an accessory to play my games and save them. I always felt like it was just developers being lazy, not leveraging anything that would have a meaningful use. I'm about to run out of ammo. Hey, you're dead. Just die. That's a little bit overboard, buddy. I didn't shoot you that hard. Up. Up. Oh, come on. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, I gotcha. Shoot it between your legs. Grab the arrow. Uh-oh. It's so hard to get this straight. Come back. Put that on the ground so I can pick it up. Thank you, thank you. Leap and grab that one. I see a gun. With some bullets. There we go. Whew. Not doing great, and part of that is just the controls are not ideal. It's uneasy, too. That's the sad part. I'm sure I did way better when I was younger, but, you know. Get on the frickin' ladder. What do I gotta do? I gotta jump on this first, don't I? I want to see where my footing is. Oh, okay. I got room. And go! Got it. Whew! Although these are overheals, so I probably would have been better off picking up regular health first, but I don't know where I can find it nearby that's fairly easy to get to quickly. I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, we made it! We're inside the, what the hell's the place in early Dark Souls called? The Undead Parish. Waiting for a warthog with armor on to come charging at me out of nowhere. Nope, don't look up. Or down. Some arrows, some health. I mean, I feel like one of these is gonna explode. I was right. It did explode. There we go. Alright, that was worth it. A shotgun. It's gotta be something I can get. It's gotta be. Just gotta find out how to get up there. Is that a jump-on barrel? Yes. Maybe. Keep going. There we go. is that something I can get, or is that a drawbridge item? I bet it's a drawbridge item you can't get from here. But we can try. Yeah, not even close. Now, is this a barrel I can... Sure is, but then you can't get the items up above it. So, I got some ammo. Let's do a quick save. Just to be safe. In case I get charged by any enemies. Don't see that happening, but you never know. Ooh! No, okay. I think I can get up and fight some more. No, I'm done. Down, you dumbass. Yeah, the auto aim is crucial here because it is just not the most intuitive aiming system. Okay, we got this. Yep, get up. There you go. And jump! Oh, come on! I hit something! I hit an invisible wall. Screw you, game. Why tease me with something and then not let me run and jump to it? Go. I missed it anyway. Well, let's go. Maybe the boat will make it easier. Get up, up. You dumbass. Get up the ladder. This would definitely fall in the list of, well, very long list, sadly, games that I just never beat. Mainly because of the requirement of having a controller pack to beat the game. It just... hate that. I hate it. I still hate it. I don't even need them anymore, the way that I play these games, and I still hate it. Just why, Nintendo? Why were you so greedy that you wanted to force players to spend money on an extra piece of garbage to stick on their... Yeah, okay. On their controller so that they could save the game? Just super duper greedy. Why do I keep hitting the wrong... There we go. Oh, okay, you can go in the water. There was something that I would miss if I didn't come down here, and I picked up a gem. Oh, well, you know there's something here, right? Gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. You know. Ah, bingo. Now, does this lower the bridge for the shotgun? It better. Yep.
Distress beacon activated.
Oh, I don't think I lowered the bridge at all. So I'll have to find that another way. Alright, well, whatever. Glad they did this. Don't know why it is the way that it is, but it makes for better gameplay. You don't have to reload the gun, ever. You just fire until you're out of bullets. Wah, 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 wah. We're in another area. I'm getting shot by something I can't see. Oh, he got pegged in the head, didn't he? Suck it. Back that way. I can hear someone running around. Sometimes the bullets hit, and sometimes they just completely whiff. Kinda hate that. Okay. Aw, I should have grabbed that first! That's alright. Someone's shooting at me. And see where. Haha, I shot you Doom style. I didn't even have to look up. I just pulled the trigger and the bullets curved to your face. Bitch. Oh, come on. Damn it. The collision for the ladders is not great. Come on, game. Benefit of the doubt, okay? It's already hard enough to move around smoothly in this game. It is so easy to forget the rough beginnings that console RPGs had. I don't know if you could do this. I mean, I'd have to guess it's something you could do, right? You can shoot these and... Uh-huh. Yes! I'm glad I tried. That is a very nice touch. I'm glad they put that in there. Which means this one's probably going to have something in it too, right? Gotta line up the shot on it. Come on, tippy tip, 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 toe. Oh. Precision aiming rewarded. Can't pick that up, but we have the health. That's the important part. Grab the ammo, dummy. Alright, well, I don't need the health or the extra lives. Let's just keep moving. I want the shotgun. Ah, power cell. You needed that. Damn it. God. Oh, it's so hard to hit targets in this game. I imagine if you do it on the modern console, this is a much easier game to control. But man, it is brutal right now. We already hit that. We grab the power cell there. And this will probably lead me back to the area I was in before, right? Whoa! He's dead. I'm dead. Damn it. Oh, it's so finicky. The tap puts it way over and above or below the target you're aiming at, which kind of sucks. But at least they're generous with the ammo. Come on. Move through. Hey, one of the things that I remember doing a lot when I was playing this game is I would use a code to unlock all the cool extra items that you get, or weapons. Wait a minute. If these guys want to fight, let's just do it this way. Come here. Yeah, you want to hop around some more, bitch? Get the audio sync back up. It's brutal. This is going to be one of those episodes where I have to think about whether or not I mess with the audio sync or I just rely on me remembering to do it in-game, since I know there's a way to do it. Gotcha. Come on. Quit shooting the body on the ground, you idiot! Auto-aim, you're failing me. He's already dead. You can stop now. He's dead. Got him. Nice. Like 2 good shots at the chest. That put him down. I want to play until I get the shotgun at least. Bingo! Shotty!
Shotgun.
Well, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted this. I got it. Watch, I won't find enough ammo to actually make good use of it. We did it! We made it to the triangle of power. I don't know what the hell this is going to lead me to. I hear a kid. Behind it? Can I climb the... I gotta go through this to find the kid. You didn't finish your mission.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Oh, that's how you save.
Health
Yeah, sure.
granted.
Ammo?
Ammo granted.
Cool! Whatever. So it's just a save point. Hey, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, game. You could switch them in-game, if I'm not mistaken. So there was nothing stopping you when you played a game and you had a rumble pack inserted and wanted to save from just swapping them out. The game was, or the console was smart enough to tell that you were swapping them without forcing you to do anything goofy. So you can only carry 10 shots of the shotgun? That sucks. Okay, so... Whoa! Who did that? Where are they? Oh, there he is. Get you. Son of a... Sit down! Hello, shotgun, my old friend. Come to be with you again. Gonna shoot some Dinozoids in the face. Blow their brain matter all over the place. Now I'm jumping to a crate that I can't see. I made the jump. I'm grabbing a pistol. Thank you. The album's coming out in 3 weeks. Who's doing this? I killed everyone. Why are you back? Where do I go? I made it to the save point, but there was nothing else back there, was there? Oh, let's go peek. Alright, I made it there. Here. Oh, I needed to go get, there was like a switch, right? Sit down. Oh, nice! He, killed himself. He self-deleted, excuse me.
I am Turok!
Sit down. You want some? Come get some. I'll wait. Like that. Keep doing that. That'll be cool. Uh-oh. Yeah, there you go. Piece of garbage. See you hop around now, bastard. Cool. Just keep popping up. I'll take those. I'll take all of them. Uh-oh. Sit yo ass down! Oh, I missed. Didn't miss that time. I so spectacularly didn't miss that time that there's nothing left of his upper body. We're making progress, I think. Let's not waste the good weapon. What little ammo I have left on that. Is this just taking me backwards? Well, let's find out. Map? No, I hadn't been here before. I'll poke around a little bit more and then we'll go ahead and wrap the episode here. Aha. Gotcha. Got another Triforce. Nice. You gotta have at least a handful of those Triforce symbols before they let you play the game further. Alright, well, I think that's going to lead me back down to an area that I don't want to go to, so we're not doing that. I don't need to. I'm not going to. I am broken ankles! Collapses on the ground, just starts crying. I failed. I failed the pretty alien lady, the Twi'lek. She looks like a Twi'lek. Was that how I came in? No, it's not. I came in down there. We have to go this way. And... Yep! I made it. I found a kid. I found a kid that I can't get to because the cage is still locked. Uh-oh. Can I just touch it and... Wait. Where's the other one? By me. Doing spin moves. Quit fighting back. How many bullets does it take to kill you? There we go. Found it. And we found another creepy looking kid. Touch the kid.
Rescued.
God, the face floats over the head. That's so weird looking. I'm sure it looked good back in 98. This came out in 98, right? It doesn't look great now. How many times do I gotta kill you? How many times? Yeah, that's right. Sit down. I wish I had a pistol whip attack that I could just whip you with. You're thrashing around, bastard. We had the power cell. We didn't find where to put it, did we? We did. I just don't remember where. Crap. It's in here somewhere. It's back here, wasn't it? It's like a... No? So we had a symptom of the levels being maybe a little bit too big for their own bridges. I don't know where I'm supposed to put these. Maybe the level's too big. I'm just going backwards at this point, right? There's another portal back here somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely going backwards at this point. Sit down. Well, poke around this. I love I can walk through water, fire, and not take damage. Screw your logic game. Thank you for the ammo, though. Owie! I know I was supposed to put the power cells in something. I just don't remember where they were. Wait, it's not here. Well, wait. No, it wasn't here. All right, grab the ammo. Not. I think we did a good enough look at the game that we can go ahead and wrap it up. There wasn't, unless we could, man, I'm going to be bummed if we don't at least get one good look at the cerebral bore before we call it an episode, even if I got to run around and find an enemy just to fire it at. Because it's such a cool weapon. It's the weapon of the series, and you definitely want to see it before we go. There we go. Go back. Cheats. Bingo. What I wanted was this. I'll turn on the infinite ammo so we can go take a peek. And then there's a bunch of other ones that are standard for the N64 and PlayStation 1 era of cheat codes, which is like you can make the enemy's head or hands really big. You can give them weird color effects like the blackout. Turn that on. Gorod mode, I think, makes the screen all weird looking. And you have a quick warp so you can go to any level in the game if you don't want to play just the standard one. Where's the bore? May have to just poke around these to figure it out. And they even give you the upgraded versions of the weapons because there are upgrades for all of them. That one? There it is. Let's just find a victim to fire it at. Or so I'm not going to find anyone to shoot it at. portal. See if that takes me where I need to go. Saw him. Watch this. Look. Bang! That's what you want to get to at some point in the game. Just get to see that in action. It is one of the most satisfying weapons to find in any video game ever, because it heat seeks the enemy, latches onto their head, digs in, and then explodes. It's gruesome and a little bit over the top when you have weapons that do the job much quicker and with a lot less pageantry, but it's still a lot of fun to get to see that weapon in action. It was the driving force for probably half of the sales in this game, when people found out there was a weapon that could bore into the enemy's skull and make it explode. Very cool weapon. All right, let's go ahead and offer up our final thoughts on the game. We'll go ahead and move into the review phase. Let's do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that graphically, this is arguably the most visually impressive N64 title that was ever released. The character models are detailed and extremely well animated for the time of release. The environments make great use of shadow and light reflection, especially when the Dinozoids shoot their guns or throw grenades. And every surface with any texture looks distinct, not a blurry mess. Now, obviously, the graphics benefit from an up-res thanks to the expansion pack, but even if you didn't have one, there's plenty of notable improvements over the first game. The weapons themselves benefit from some impressive detail work, and you barely see them, just the front third of the barrel in most cases. The enemy AI is notable in this game because they actually show some semblance of self-preservation. If you hit one of the leapers without killing it, they'll run away to recover. The Dinozoids will use cover and peek out to throw grenades or take a few shots. The enemies in the first game, by comparison, seem to only know one way to attack: head on at a sprint. This isn't the first time that enemies showed any actual intelligence in an N64 game. GoldenEye was certainly a good example as well, but it makes for a more interesting first-person shooter as a result. The control scheme, while limited by the N64 controller, which we will mention in the bad, does an admirable job of presenting the player with myriad tweaks to tailor the experience to their liking as much as possible. Namely, you can choose to put the movement on either the thumbstick or the C buttons, you can turn look spring on or off, and you can adjust the sensitivity of the thumbstick. These are nice touches for an otherwise suboptimal control setup. The weapon selection, which we only scratched the surface of in today's look at the game, is absolutely loaded with fun, destructive implements, and almost all of them have meaningful upgrades to improve their lethality. Again, the weapon that had everyone talking back when the game launched was the Cerebral Bore, which is as fun to use as it was visually brutal, but there was fun to be had with nearly every weapon that you found. This was the second first-person shooter that Iguana had ever made, and they nailed the weapons that fast. The levels, much like the first game, are huge and packed with secrets and side paths. The layouts look and feel unique, so it's fairly easy to keep track of where you are at any given moment, and the game smartly includes a wireframe map button that was such a boon in the first game if you need a little extra guidance. Did I get lost? Yes. I still think it's not as bad as it could have been. I think this is a more navigable game than it probably should have been. As far as the bad, as large as the levels were in this game, the first level that we looked at, and likely the rest of the game as well, makes too much use of teleporters to warp you around the map, which just leads to confusion as to where the player should be going. This is complicated by the fact that many of your mandatory objectives, like the power cells for the distress beacons and jailed children, are not placed along the primary path and require the player to conduct a thorough sweep of the environment for hidden tunnels or exploding barrels to shoot. I get it. The game might feel hollow if every objective was just laid out in a straight line for you to find, but I couldn't shake the sense that I missed something while I was playing today. Maybe just add a little guide arrow at critical junctures. I don't know. Something other than hiding every single objective the way that they did. While the game does offer a plethora of control options, it cannot work around the primary issue that made first-person shooter games less appealing on the N64, the lack of a second thumbstick. Iguana did the best they could by letting the player swap movement between the thumbstick and the C buttons, but the lack of precision in digital inputs like the C buttons means that you're either looking or moving in a way that's going to feel very clunky as a result. We saw it today when I was trying to line up a shot just on a barrel or an enemy. My aim was always off, no matter how briefly I tapped the C buttons. It's a blessing that the game also released on PC back in the day. It released about a year after the original N64 release, meaning that it was likely much more playable without the assistance that you need in this version. But the N64 came with a caveat of clunky controls. I mean, that's just the way it was. I've complained about this before, and I'm going to complain about it again for every game that does this until the end of time. Stop inverting the vertical look option. It does not feel natural, and Iguana committed the extra sin of not allowing players to turn off the inverted look. Shame on you, Iguana. I am not playing a flying game. I'm playing a first-person shooter. The player's ammo capacity is bizarrely small for every weapon. This is compounded by the difficulty in lining up accurate shots. And while the auto-aim option was crucial in alleviating this issue, I don't see why I could only carry 10 shotgun shells or 20 arrows. It should have been double that amount. If the idea was to encourage the player to continually cycle through their weapons, making them fun to use will go a lot further in accomplishing that task than restricting your ammo capacity. Just make them fun, and then people will use them. As far as the ugly, the devs did the best they could to reduce or eliminate the distance fog where possible, but it's still there, and it does make it look at times like we're playing Silent Hill. Maybe it's not that bad, but this is a hallmark of the generation, using fog or darkness quoties to obscure loading assets. It's worth mentioning, even if it's not quite as bad as it was in the first game. The first game, it looked like everywhere you were going was deeply foggy. I'll put this in the ugly, even though it is a console-specific issue. Requiring the player to own and use a controller pack to save games sucked then, and it sucks now. I cannot imagine the battery backup, even in 1998, cost more than a few pennies to include. So to think that any publisher would decide that's an expense they couldn't swing is ridiculous. This was just Nintendo trying to milk an extra $15 out of players. And it is disappointing that any companies went along with it. They should have demanded Nintendo include battery backup. I refuse to use one of them for the games that we look at on this channel, even to look at old saves. No. Bad Nintendo. Shame. A little additional complaint to go along with the save issue. They didn't include enough locations to actually save your game. The only way to do so was through the big warp pyramids that take you to Adon. And while I like that she tops off your health and ammo, I would trade those options for more frequent save opportunities if given the option. Maybe make the warp tiles in general give players a little save prompt. That might be extreme, but more chances to save seems like a no-brainer in a game with such large levels. There should have been more opportunities. Turok 2 retains a rather goofy first-person conceit that was in the first game and probably should have been left out. Whenever you jump on a ladder or climbable wall, the game snaps the camera to look upward, which is jarring and strips control away from the player. I don't like it. It's not quite nausea-inducing, but this game thankfully didn't trigger my motion sickness at all. It would probably have done so if it was more aggressive than it was already. Just leave the look angle where it's at when you make contact with the ladder. Players are smart. They can figure out that looking up or down controls which way they're going up a ladder. Turok must be the most flat-footed person of all time because every time he leaves his feet, the sound they make when he touches solid ground again resonates like he's hitting a kick drum. Dum, dum, dum. The devs went a little overboard, and considering how often you hear it, they needed to rein that sound effect in just a little bit. You know, I get it. Having a footfall sound helps you kind of become immersed in the game, but here it sounded like he was actually playing a drum, not landing on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and give the game a score. We do our score in Randars, 1 to 10. Most of what people would consider the killer apps on Nintendo consoles were made by Nintendo. That said, I think it's safe to say that if you owned an N64, it is very likely that you also owned a copy of Turok 2. It was a visual feast, and while I don't love the controls and found them clunkier than I remembered them being, the moment-to-moment gameplay is still fun, with smart and reactive enemies that respond to your fire dynamically. The objectives keep the experience more varied than just kill all the things, and the expansion pack is well implemented here. I'm giving Turok 2 Seeds of Evil a 9. 9 Randars. I kind of wish I had thought to use the cheat code at the start so that we could play around with the cool weapons a little bit more, but I try not to hinge my experiences looking back on any of the games that we see on the channel on cheats. That said, even the few weapons we saw were satisfying to use, and the first level was large and dynamic with plenty to see and do, so I feel like it was a good enough look at the game to render a verdict. The game also had a robust multiplayer mode with plenty of game types. I didn't really play the multiplayer much. By the time I got the game, I don't recall, I don't recall buying it at the time of launch, but by the time I finally got it, my friends and I were all building PCs to play multiplayer games, and the N64 kind of fell by the wayside. I'm sure it was fine. Iguana obviously felt strongly about the experience because they built a multiplayer exclusive game using the Turok 2 engine called Turok Rage Wars. I never played that one, so I can't speak to the experience. All that said, Turok 2 still feels like a gem in the N64 library, and you missed out if you didn't experience it during the console's heyday. 9 Randars. It is still a very good game. I'm interested to see how it looks and feels with modern touches, and I checked out the information that I had on the remaster while I was writing my notes for the end of the video here. It turns out the PS5 and Xbox Series updates have actually released. So you can check out the game with prettier graphics and better controls right now. It is the same remaster that came out on the Switch and the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So you're just getting a slight bump up to 4K visuals with the update that they released. And it was right at the end of December of 2025. So if you want to look at this game with better controls and a lot prettier graphics, it's available on modern consoles for, I'm sure it's like 15, 20 bucks. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Nubs Collection. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.